My name is Joey Donaco. I'm a senior biology pre-medicine major here at the University of St. Francis. I've also played for 4 years on the football team. I'm a defensive end. I moved to Fort Wayne when I was 14 years old, so I'm a native of the town and thought St. Francis was a very good fit for me.
My name is Holly Durkee. I am a senior, soon-to-be graduate as a communication major, concentration public relations. I was on the women's soccer team, served as a captain for the past 3 years, and also was resident assistant in Bonsall Hall, and also was involved with peer ministry.
My name is Julie Murray. I am a senior theology and ministry student, and I have been involved in peer ministry, a lot of different service opportunities. I've been a resident assistant, a new student orientation leader, and I was also a volleyball captain.
I'm Sarah Morton, and I'm a senior at the University of St. Francis. I'm majoring in music technology and sociology, and I've been doing volunteer work for the past year with the YWCA of Northeast Indiana.
Well, I get a personal joy, and I really believe that we're here on this life to help each other, and I try and put that as part of as kind of a pillar of my life, is to help others. It's found within my faith. You look at Matthew 25, the Judgment of Nations parable, talking about what you do for others is what you do for the Lord. Also talking about to those who much has been given, much will be expected. I believe that I've been very blessed in my life. I've been blessed to receive a great education, blessed to be a student athlete and play football at the collegiate level. I have all these blessings in my life, and I just want to share my talents with those who are less fortunate than I am.
The main reason I want to get involved and serve is just wanting the desire to help other people. Really, soccer was kind of my first engagement with that. Our team was really involved in helping the community. We did fundraisers. We had a big event that we did, Spring Fling Week, that we always would choose a different organization and raise money for. We visited the Children's Hospital. So that was my first kind of engagement. But from there, I just really wanted to get my peers involved more and myself more within the community, and understanding what it means to serve and help others and how the best way to do that was. So, I mean, when I was resident assistant, I planned different things. We made cookies for the firefighters. We did the Safe Trick or Treat and got canned goods for the food pantry, part of the, what was that thing called? What's the big? For Feed the Fort, we would raise cans by Safe Trick or Treating. Garden for Sister Jacinta one time. So just those little things have been really impactful in seeing how just the little things can help within your community. But then for me, the biggest thing of just kind of learning about what the best way to serve others was through my internship at NeighborLink.
I became involved in service at the University of St. Francis because it was something that I always had a passion about, and I carried it over from high school. And it was I just slowly started to realize that God kept calling me to different and bigger things. Instead of just serving at a local level, serving at a national level with the Christian Appalachian Project, and then from there even serving on a global level in Valparaiso, Chile. And I just kept feeling that God kept calling me to different things. So.
When I met with Trina for volunteering, she gave me a notice that they needed a piano accompanist because I just told her about how I was a musician. So I decided to try it. I wasn't sure how it would go exactly, but I met with Allison, we talked, and then I observed the first meeting of the Jesters before they left for Christmas break, and then I just really enjoyed it. I decided I wanted to do it, so I learned the music over Christmas break, and then I was back on in the spring season of it. So that's how I got involved in Jesters.
I helped organize weekly visits to an individual at Easter Seals Arc who was a former football player. This gentleman had Division I scholarships offered to him and got in a car accident, became a quadriplegic and unable to communicate with the outside world. He was 24, 25 years old, and you could definitely see that he was an athlete. He had the athlete's build, and we would send players from the team once a week to go and visit with him and give him an update of how our team was doing, just kind of to bring him back into a football family, make him feel more at home.
NeighborLink works as a online bulletin board for the needs within the Fort Wayne community. So people who need help, usually single mothers, disabled, not working, unemployed, different needs people have. They can't always afford to buy the paint or do the labor for the painting their garage or re-roofing, or they have an appliance issue. A lot of it's home-related projects that they can post on NeighborLink's web platform. And then anyone in the community who has the desire to serve can sign up as a volunteer to be a project leader for those people and actually go and meet up with them and do those projects. So it's a really good way of connecting neighbors within the Fort Wayne community, and it was awesome to see people who actually cared and wanted to get involved to do that.
When I was working with the Christian Appalachian Project in Eastern Kentucky, I was a summer camp counselor, and I didn't really know what I was walking into, but the biggest thing that I learned from it was being able to see Christ in so many little faces and being able to be his hands and feet to them. It's a very, very impoverished area, and there I was doing a variety of things, whether it was swimming with the kids or lifeguarding or hiking, canoeing, anything like that. It showed me that I needed to be able to see Christ in the little things, whether it was in little people or if it was in just the small events of life.
Well, Jesters is a music program and art program for teenagers and adults and children that have mental or physical disabilities. I was the piano accompanist for that, so I basically just played music for the show, but I also was at all of the rehearsals and I helped the people learn their music, and that was just a really fun experience because they're all great people. The music really inspires them, and it helps them to learn self-discipline, and it gives them a way to express their emotions.
I chose my career and hoping to become a physician to help others. I want to help heal people physically, and I want to be able to use my means to help others in the community, whether that be monetarily or volunteering my time, whatever I can do to give back and show that, these talents that I've been blessed with, and take these talents that I've been blessed with and best use them to help others.
I see myself in an organization that is called to love as Christ did and live out that mission in whichever way that is. I'd love to be working within a parish, a church, or a nonprofit.
And I was volunteering down in Valparaiso, Chile. There we did a lot of different service opportunities by serving the homeless there, those who were low income, who couldn't afford New Year's dinner. We also worked at a summer camp as well, and there I realized that the culture was so different, and it wasn't something that was necessarily wrong. It was just something different, and it could teach me something. And through my service there, I realized that I needed to be more of a welcoming person. Though people have told me I'm welcoming, I never realized what it truly meant to welcome a stranger. That type of calling isn't necessarily found in our culture a lot of times, but in the Chilean culture it is. Everyone's greeted with hugs and kisses, and everyone's family, and it just showed me that that's what I need to do. That's how I need to live.
I think I really like to continue doing different things no matter where I end up. whether it's by helping with the YWCA wherever I end up living, or trying to continue to be involved with National Public Radio, because I just think it's a great organization. I'd also, someday, if I am working in the nonprofit sector, I'd like to continue doing my research on poverty and inequality, and helping the public to get aware of these issues through making my own podcasts or documentaries, and just helping to educate the public more on these issues.
I would highly encourage students to volunteer. Like I've said a couple times, you will get more out of it than the people you help. It definitely gives you a newfound perspective on life, lets you see those less fortunate than yourselves and see how blessed you are. It really gives you an appreciation for everything that you have.
As a new student, I encourage people to look at things in a new light and see people in Christ's light, and instead of shaking your head and saying you don't have time to go to the food pantry or to serve soup or get involved in whatever your RA's event is for service.
If I had to give advice to an incoming student or somebody new here, I would say to follow your heart. We're all called to service, and there's so many different tools that have been given to us. There's organizations throughout all of Fort Wayne, but we even have a great gift of having a service office on our campus that can connect us with the community.